This story begins 10 years ago in March 2012 when a brown hyena, which is quite different from the common spotted hyena, was identified as a problem animal at a cattle ranch in the Shangani area, which is about 100 kilometers north of Bulawayo and more than 300 kilometers from Hwange National Park. It was captured by the National Park's capture unit and brought to Hwange National Park for release into the park. Prior to its release, National Parks asked if I had a tracking collar that we could fit to the hyena so its movements could be monitored once it was released. Unfortunately, in those days, satellite tracking collars were incredibly expensive and not easily available, and all I had was a newly refurbished VHF tracking collar made by Sirtrack in New Zealand. So on the 14th of March 2012, the hyena was immobilized, fitted with the collar, and then released into the Makwa area of Hwange National Park. But despite repeated tracking efforts on the ground and even by air, we were never able to locate the hyena or the collar again. But then, 14 months later, in May 2013, infrared camera trap photographs from that same ranch in the Shangani area photographed a brown hyena feeding on a bait, and this brown hyena had a collar. Because there was no one doing any brown hyena research at the time, and there were only a handful of people in the country with the ability to dart and immobilize and fit a collar onto a brown hyena, I was immediately contacted and asked to confirm if the VHF collar on this hyena was the one I had fitted. After carefully examining and comparing the infrared camera footage of the hyena and the collar with the footage that I had of the hyena that we had darted and collared, I could definitely confirm that this was the same animal. The implications of this finding were almost impossible to imagine or believe, because this meant that this brown hyena not only managed to survive all the potential risks it would face from much larger carnivores within the Hwange National Park, but that it somehow also managed to avoid all the inherent snaring and poaching dangers facing any wild animal that passes through the communal areas or any area of human settlement along this 300-kilometer long journey. Over the last 10 years, the researchers on that property in Shangani kept a close eye on the movements and activities of this brown hyena with their infrared camera traps. And then, more recently, in February 2022, while on patrol, the anti-poaching team at Shangani smelt the smell of a rotting carcass near a cave and went to investigate. When they got there, they found the carcass of this brown hyena. Sadly, she had passed away and died of natural causes. Without this VHF tracking collar and the infrared camera traps that took the photographs of this hyena, we would never have known about this incredible journey and this amazing story about how a rare brown hyena managed to travel all the way from Hwange National Park, 300 kilometers, to Shangani in the middle of Zimbabwe. It is indeed an amazing and incredible story. If you'd like to help, please visit our website at www.wildlife.org. There you can donate to ensure DART can continue to save and rescue many more snared and injured wild animals.